What's up, guys? Dan here for BladeReviews.com, and I've got an Emerson Super Commander on the table, a big and bad folding tactical knife. I am stoked about this review, so let's dive on in. I'm going to start us off with some quick specs here. Got an overall length of 9.5 inches, a 4-inch long blade, and a weight of 7 ounces. This is the big knife. They make the regular Commander. They've been making that one for years, which is slightly smaller, and then they have the mini Commander, which is even smaller. So they really do have a Commander for everybody, just depending on what you're looking to pick up. I happen to get the Super Commander here, and I'll tell you, it is quite nice. So let's take a look at this blade, which is one of my favorite aspects of the knife, and you can quickly see why. It's just been beautifully ground. I'll tell you, this is a thing of beauty here. They really do know how to put an edge on a blade and put some nice even grinds. Just stunning. Probably the favorite thing about this knife, my favorite thing about this knife, is the blade. And classic Commander shape. It's got a recurve. It's got a large belly. And a recent addition to the Commander is this swedge that you see along the top. I believe they started doing that in like 2010 or 2011. I think it's a beautiful touch. Just adds a level of just a little something extra. So, and the blade steel is 154 cm. They give you a nice thick piece of it there, and it tapers down to a pretty stout tip. You can see there, it holds on to that tip pretty much all the way down, so very nice and functional. The flats on this one have been stone washed, and I think that's the best finish to buy for an Emerson because they just do such a beautiful job with the stone wash. This is the best stone wash I've ever seen. It is super tight and uniform. I like it even more than the stone wash on my Chris Reeve knives. So I'll tell you, it's quite nice. Grind on this is it's V ground, but the actual edge is chisel ground. So I know that's quite common for a lot of Emerson knives. The handle on this one is black G10 over titanium liners. You'll find that most Emerson knives are made this way with the black G10 and the titanium liners. They will also be, pretty much all of them, bolted together with bolts that have Phillips heads on them. So kind of a unique touch, designed for ease of takedown in the field. You know, keep in mind, these are tactical knives actively used by military personnel. So they wanted to make something that was easy to take apart, and they felt like Phillips head screws were it. And, you know, same logic was applied to the pivot bolt there, which is a flathead bolt. All in all, construction is very solid, very sturdy. You'll see it's got a partial backspacer here, black G10. I know the liners are not milled out, but they are titanium. And I really think for 7 ounces, you do get a lot of knife here. So no problems with the weight or the fact that they're not milled out. Ergonomics are quite nice. This is a large knife, so it's got very good space for your hand there, a lot of space for your hand, and as you would expect, great ergonomics. The thumb ramp has been lightly jimped, kind of a big toothy jimping. It does work. The finger choil is quite pronounced. Together, this just ensures that your fingers are not going to slide up on the blade, and being a big knife like this, comfortably you can grasp this in forward and reverse grips, so quite nice. The pocket clip is flat black. It rides kind of deep, not really a deep carry. You got about a ½ inch sticking up there, but deep enough and very sturdy, good retention. For a big knife, this Super Commander carries very well. One complaint is it is not an ambidextrous clip. I really would like to see Emerson just go ahead and drill these out. I know you can send them into the factory and pay them 25 bucks and they'll do it, but not just for left-hand people, but for right-hand people who want to carry their knives, their folding tactical knives, on their weak side. I think that it's important to have an ambidextrous clip, at least the option to swap this over. So would love to see that kind of refinement. Maybe one day Emerson will do it, but not holding my breath really. Let's take a look at the deployment. This one uses a large thumb disc, nice black thumb disc. Can't say I'm a huge fan of the thumb disc, but it does work. What I am a big fan of is the wave feature, and most people are going to already know what the wave is. For those who don't, this is a little protrusion that's used for rapid deployment of your knife. If you've got it in your pocket, and as you're drawing it out of your pocket, it catches on this wave, on this hook, and it literally just shoots the blade open like that. So if you're going to use the wave, pretty much as fast as you can draw the knife out of your pocket, that's how fast it's going to deploy. It's really cool. Great innovation. So big fan of the wave. Lockup is really nice. You've got a titanium liner lock here. It engages early and it engages fully, and there is no blade play in any direction. So very stout, very sturdy. Blade centering on mine is not perfect, but it's not rubbing or anything, so I'm not, too worried about that. All in all, it's just a great knife. I love the Commander. There's a reason why they've been making these for, since as long as the company's been in business. I want to say 15 or 20 years now. It's because this design works. It's quite cool, and it speaks to me on a lot of levels. It's practical, but it's also beautiful. That blade is just something else, just a joy to behold, and an amazing addition to anybody's collection or their arsenal, I think. So, love the Super Commander. Guys, that's the review. Please let me know if you have any comments or questions. Love to hear your feedback. If not, I want to thank you again for watching, and I will be back soon with another knife review. So until then, guys, take care.